Hi, I'm Alan Huot from Wildlife Control Supplies, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about cage traps. Now let me say up front, this is not a how-to video. This is not how to set cage traps. It's merely meant to illustrate some of the most common sizes and common types and manufacturers in the industry today. I'm going to start on my right and talk about the traps and move to my left and talk about the features they have and maybe some of the features you want to look for when you're selecting a trap. So over here on my right, I've got a squirrel-sized trap. It's 5 by 5 by 18 inches long. It's 1 by half mesh, and it has the feature of a back door. If you like that idea, you like it for baiting, you like it for relocating, for releasing, then you want to look for that in a trap and get yourself a back door, which many of the manufacturers have. This one happens to be a safeguard. This one is also a safeguard, but I wanted to show you another feature. Doesn't have a back door, okay? Solid back door, costs a little bit less than a back door on the same size trap. Now a little bit different on this trap. You'll notice the top of the trap is 1 by 1 mesh and 1 by half across the bottom. It also has guards over the pan to protect the pan from being bent by an animal, and some extra rings on the rod to protect that, okay? This trap happens to be 8 inches high, 7 inches wide, and 24 inches long. It's perfectly sized for an animal, say, like a skunk. Now talking about skunk, here's a trap that's fully enclosed. You notice that it comes with the skin of a galvanized metal so that the skunk can't see you and you can't see it. If that's the case, they're not going to spray 9 times out of 10. And if you're comfortable with that, you want to look for a fully enclosed trap. The other feature that this trap has, if you'll notice, is the door doesn't stick out. They call that zero clearance. You could butt that right up against a deck or a building, and it wouldn't impede the closure of the door, okay? Now let's move over to my left a little bit. Notice, now this is a tomahawk trap. Double door, has 2 doors on it. The pan is in the center of the trap. Again, one end is a zero clearance door. The door is spring loaded, but it comes just to the outside edge of the skin of the trap. You could butt that up to a building or a deck and it wouldn't impede the closure of the door. You notice this door sticks out, so you couldn't do that, but you don't need it for both doors. Lots of guys like to use this in pathways for, say, woodchucks. And the whole skin of the trap is 1 by half wire. It's 9 by 9 by 32 inches long, perfectly sized for raccoon, groundhogs, skunk, possum, animals of that size. Now let's move up again, one to a safeguard. Now this is a little bit of a specialty trap. You'll notice it has 2 doors, one on this end and one on the door end, the capture door, if you will. It also has a hole on the bottom. They call this a universal trap. You can dig the trap right down over a hole and force the animal up into the trap. It's called a positive set. Lots and lots of operators are using positive sets now. You're not catching non-targets. To the extent that you can force an animal into a trap and not let them come from the outside area, that's really the direction you want to go and not catch non-targets. Moving up one more, this happens to be the newest member of the traps on the market, if you will. It's called a Comstock trap. It is double doored, double powered doors, if you will. The entire trap is 1 by half wire. It's 12 inches by 11, 36 inches long. And if you'll notice, this trap doesn't have a pan at all, okay? There is no pan. The animal doesn't step on a pan. It pushes against wires, like a body grip trap. So a little bit different, very unique. They push against the wires and the double powered doors come down. So again, this wasn't meant to be an all-inclusive list of traps. There are many more, different sizes, bigger traps for canines, round PVC traps, fully enclosed for skunks, maybe wooden traps specifically targeting rabbits, traps that fit down in a chimney, all specialty traps. But if you know that these are out there, You know that some of the features you're looking for, you'll get the trap you need for the specific application that you're working on. Thanks for watching.